Hello guys, hope you all are doing well and welcome back to my YouTube channel The Investments and Solutions. Today we are going to discuss about depository and the system of depository and its participants. So our agenda for today will be to discuss upon what is depository and the system in India and what are the constituents of depository and what are its objectives. Then we will discuss about what are the functions performed by the depositories and what are its advantages. Then we will see which are the depositories in India and when they came into force and who are their investors. Then we will look upon the types of account that are maintained with the depositories. And after that we will see which are the governing bodies of depositories and what are the services offered by depositories. What is depository? The organization that is responsible for holding and handling of securities on behalf of investors is known as depository. It caters to both small and large investors through a network of intermediaries that are known as DPs, or we can say depository participants. It works more like a bank of securities where we can open a securities account and deposit all our stocks and withdraw and also instruct it to deliver or receive stocks on our behalf. And it is certified by Securities and Exchange Board of India, that is SEBI. Depository that we already discussed is a technology driven electronic storage system to keep the securities. Here are the four constituents of a depository. First one is depository itself that we have already discussed, and the second one is the depository participants. As we all know that we can't directly have an account with the stock exchange. So depository participants are those who have members account with the depository and their clients hold or trade in securities through them. Basically, depository participants are the intermediaries. Next one is the beneficial owner. The beneficial owner is the person whose name is recorded with the depository and is the owner of securities that are held with the depository. For example, investor is the beneficial owner because he is having the ownership, risk and rewardship of the security. And the next one is issuer. Issuer is the one who issues the securities in the market. That means a corporate or a company that is issuing the equity or debt securities in the market. Next is what was the purpose for bringing depositories into the system in 1996. In earlier times, when online trading system was introduced, many problems of NSE and BSE got sorted. But handling of securities and bad deliveries were leading to make the life hell of investors as well as professional brokers. And also a large scale of irregularities were realized in securities transaction of 1992 that exposed the limitations of prevailing system at that time. So due to this, depository system was introduced in 1996. The objective of depository system was to use simple, smooth process and less time consuming method for transfer of securities and also to eliminate the risk of settlement of securities. It was also introduced to enhance the liquidity, transparency and efficiency in the markets, and also it lead to reduce the cost of transaction for the investor. It was also introduced to create a system for central handling of all the securities so that no forgery can take place, and also to promote the country's competitiveness by complying with the global standards so that our economy can grow. Next is what are the functions that are performed by a depository. Despite handling of securities in electronic form, it also enables transactions of buying and selling and keeps the computerized data updated on real-time basis. It also provides a system for withdrawal of securities as well as distribution of dividend, interest to the eligible owners of the securities or investors, and also allotment of bonus or right shares to the interested parties. It also helps in redemption of securities at maturity or at the time of buyback of shares. Now we are going to discuss about the benefits of having a depository or holding shares in the Demat form. Holding shares with depository is the most secure and the convenient way, because here you don't have to chase brokers to rectify the cases of bad deliveries, company objections, or fake deliveries, forged data, or stolen shares. With the introduction of depository, the functioning has become so simple and easy that you don't have to do any tedious task to get the shares transferred on your name with the registrars. And also, the cost of transactions have reduced as you don't have to pay the stamp duty on transfer of the securities. And also, you don't need to bear the expenses associated with the notaries and the follow-ups. You can also easily take loans and advances against the securities that you are owing with the depository, because the data is updated on the real-time basis and it can be checked online that you are holding the securities. And in this way, it also provides liquidity in the markets. So ultimately, due to the depository, you have become free from all the hassles that you need to do when there were no depositories. So there are many benefits of having a depository, due to which transparency have come into existence into the markets. Now we are going to discuss about the depositories that are operating in India. There are only 2 depositories that are operating at this point of time in India. One is NSDL, National Securities Depositories Limited, and the second one is CDSL, Central Depository Services Limited. NSDL was incorporated on 12 December 1995 and is the first and largest depository operational and set up in India. It is a public limited company incorporated under the Companies Act 1956 and commenced its operations on 8 November 1996. It was primarily set up by the largest development bank of India and largest mutual fund and the largest stock exchange in India, that is Industrial Development Bank of India, IDBI, Unit Trust of India, UTI, and NSE, by subscribing to the initial capital. CDSL is the second depository which was permitted by SEBI, the Securities and Exchange Board of India, to commence its operations, and it commenced its operations on 22nd March 1999. It was set up with the objective of providing convenient, dependable, and secure depository services at an affordable cost to all the market participants. It was promoted by Bombay Stock Exchange jointly with leading banks such as SBI, Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, HDFC Bank, Standard Chartered Bank, Union Bank of India, and Centurion Bank. Next is what type of account people can hold with the depository. The people will think they have a Demat account, but they don't know what type of account it is. So here is the answer to the query. A beneficiary account is the Demat account on the name of the individual or on the name of the firm held individually or jointly. These accounts can be on the name of corporate, partnership firm, or a society or a trust. It is similar to a bank account of an individual. This account is used for transacting in securities. For example, Ram's account is with client ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the depository participant of stocks. And on the other hand, a clearing member account is the account of the registered members of any stock exchange that have direct connectivity with the depositories and holds a clearing member account or a pool account. A pool account is used to receive the securities from clearing member or broker to hold the securities received from clients and deliver them to the clearing corporation, and same is the other way round. This type of account is basically opened by a broker when they have to hold the securities on the basis of their clients. For example, Upstocks holds the account with the stock exchange, that is a clearing member account, but the individual that is holding the account with the broker, that is called beneficiary account. As we all know, if something has come into existence at a large level, then it will also have a framework that will guide in performing functions, duties, and make use of powers in a better way. But if I say there is a large company operating in the market, but it has no legal framework as well as it is not registered, then there will be a big question mark on the existence of that company. So here is the legal framework of the depositories. Depository is a limited company and it is incorporated under Companies Act 1956, and hence it is governed by Companies Act 1956, which is now revised as Companies Act 2013. For depositories, new act came into force, that is Depositories Act 1996, in guidance of which business rules and bylaws are prepared. The prepared rules and bylaws are approved by Securities and Exchange Board of India, which is governed by SEBI Act 1992, along with SEBI Depository and Participants Regulation 1996, which is now revised as SEBI Depository and Participants Regulation 2012. Depositories are also governed by Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002, so as to prevent money laundering. So, these all acts provide guidance to depositories to work in a proper manner so as to protect the interest of investors and to deal with the investors properly. So, these all acts provide guidance to the depositories to work in a proper manner and protect the interests of the investors. Next is the services that are offered by the depositories, that are here. The investor opens a Demat account with the depository to avail the services of the dematerialization and rematerialization of the securities. Here, dematerialization is converting the physical securities into electronic form, and rematerialization is converting the electronic securities into physical form. If anybody is not having a Demat account and want to open a Demat account, then he can use the given link in the description box. Free assistance will be given to those if account is opened with the given link. And those who open the account with the given link, then just email me your name on the email address given in the description box so that verification can be done. If you have any queries regarding the matter, you can also email me. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, then subscribe it and like it. Thank you so much guys, and have a nice day.